In thoughts that no one's ever probably thought, but we'll give this tenuous hook a go, have you ever played a racing game in the elimination mode and then thought, the person in last place when they get eliminated shouldn't just be eliminated, they should become your sex slave if you win the race? Welcome to Ultimate Muscle Roller Championship, where that premise is essentially the game. This is a homoerotic kart racer. Oh, why am I doing this? It's terrible. But it's like so terrible but funny, like pant-wetterly funny for about 5 minutes, and then like the joke wears very, very thin. But I'll kind of explain it and show you what all of this is about, and I will genuinely critique the game because there is some good theming going on here, but it's wasted as well at the same time. You play as one of 6 muscle Marys. I get to say these things because I'm a raving gay. And you get to, basically they're in a battle to become boss of the gym, and it's to take the mickey out of gym bunnies who are also gay and just want to flex and be like, oh, power muscle, power top, and all of that kind of stuff. And what they do is enslave slave versions of the other characters in the game or themselves and beat them into submission so that they become their man chariot for the race. All good fun. They are then bent into various positions and then they ride dumbbells around as their wheels. Again, because it's all about becoming the person who's the best of the gym. The style of the game in a single player mode is that you start off with 6 players and last place gets eliminated, put in a dungeon to become a sex slave, basically. Whoever wins at the end is the implication. But you don't actually obviously see any of this. And even though there's a right version, the right version just basically means that everyone runs around in skimpy thongs. Nothing else like erotic happens in this game, so don't expect you to have like manga porn going on here. It doesn't happen. What you do get instead is a very, very terribly put together kart racer game. There's 6 tracks. Some of them are actually like circuit racing with laps on, but some of them are just point to point. But all of them ask you to go through checkpoint gates that are dotted around either the lap or the point to point arena for you to therefore clarify and get to your goal. The issue of this is that the AI can't cope with that, and so they miss gates left, right and centre. They all crash into each other. The way how the actual tracks are laid out, they've got some, like, it's clearly someone that's just gone, quick, make a little paint sculpture. It feels like it's been done in Microsoft Paint because it's jaggedy. There's no actual gradient slopes that are done properly. It is royally all over the place. And so the AI can't cope, your character can't cope, and the handling of this game is so loose and fluid and floaty and airy that it also has like the turning circle of a tank. So, or a tummy tank if you want to for this game. So when you're trying to get round some of these corners, you have to get down to a real crawl to be able to get round some of this. That doesn't help with the track layout because, say, like the locker room one is just back-to-back hairpins over and over and over again for 8 minutes straight. Or gay. Yay! Terrible track design. And that keeps on happening over and over and over again. Like the oval isn't even like properly oval. It's just kind of vaguely in a circle. There's a figure of 8 circuit that doesn't really do a figure of 8 properly. The final track in the game is the shape of a man as you go round Billy Island. And then it's a point-to-point race as you go around the outline of the body. The final checkpoint, yep, you're going up his arse. So, into the sphincter you shall go so that you can become champion and then win all your sex slaves. There is some genuine hilarity here, but there's missed points here too. There's a whole kind of beat your slave option here, depending on what kind of loadout or just hot load that you've got for your man. So it could be that you need to spank their ass, it could be that you're going to step on their crotch. But it doesn't do anything. You just get a terribly recorded scream or ooh or sound effect. I was thinking it was going to give me a boost that would recharge. Nope. If you're going to like do whipping for horses in horse racing, I think I can spank a juicy muscly ass in this type of game and actually kind of get a boost out of it somewhere along the line. But no, it's just there for the giggles. Same with the speedometer. There's all different kind of like ecstasy as you get further up the speed, but nothing actually translates out from it. The single player mode is tied to gacha unlockables as well, which come in the form of gym bags. Inside the gym bag is a variety of different clothes that you get, but also characters get unlocked that way too. The problem is that the entire thing is randomised, and I was going through the same tracks over and over again with the same character, but this time it's wearing a different hat. Ooh. And it gets very old very quickly because the tracks are atrocious, the handling is woeful, you clip everywhere, you get stuck in the scenery, you fall off the map and then you have to kind of respawn back at the last checkpoint. Sometimes you don't have the momentum to be able to reverse up like dodgy hills, but then the AI can't do it anyway, so it's not as if you can fail either. It's just an absolutely like dumpster fire of a game, just with a hilarious theme over the top of it. Bizarrely, you can then go into free race where there's really like interesting options. You can change it from day to night racing and choose the hour of the day that you want, but you can't pick your character out the box. What? The other problem is that you can then have like snow or rain, but nothing really changes in terms of the handling or anything like that either. Every track has online leaderboards though, which feels like an interesting, like, look what we've got compared to everything else that the game does not have, and it also has online lobbies. The problem though is that the online lobbies menu system is so broken that when you go into select options, like choosing your character or selecting the laps and the day, like the time and any permutations you want for the tracks that you've got, you can't back out again, so then you have to leave the lobby, so you can't actually change the options. This game is terrible. Do not pick this up. Find it hilarious for a video for 5 minutes and then be like, I've dealt with that, I'm done now. If you want a proper homoerotic experience in a game, Cho Anaki's been doing side-scrolling shooters much better than this for a very long time. And then you've got things like, or if you're going to go down like a really terrible rabbit hole, the Radiator 2 series with games like Hurt Me Plenty and stuff like that. At least that gameplay is vaguely like well put together. This, don't try it. Written review over on highplayinggames.com. That was an adventure and a journey. The things I do for this channel. Take care all. Bye. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/higherplane-network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.